everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we'll be cutting this maxi gown. It's in two sections. We have the upper part and the lower part, and there's band at the waist area. So we'll be cutting the upper part, then the down part will cut our flay. So let's get started. So I'm using this fabric. So what I have here for my shoulder to my waist is 18 inches, but since I will be adding 2 inches band, I decided to take 16 inches. So what I have here is 16.5 inches, and the folding of my fabric is based on my bust measurement. You use the widest part of your upper side, which is your bust, to cut your fabric. So this is it, and you add your allowance to it. My shoulder measurement now is 16 divided by 2, 8 plus half inches, 8.5. I'll come down here by 1 inch. Connect it to these 3 inches here. So from my shoulder to from the shoulder to the bust is 12 inches. This is 12. So from here down, I will take 7 inches. So from my shoulder to my bust is 12 inches. So this is 12 inches. Then to my under bust is 16 inches. Remember, I'll be adding 2 inches band to it to give me my full waist measurement. So I'll rule it out. So this is my 16 inches. I will leave half inches here to join it to the band. So what I will have here now is 16.5. So I'll add half inches for the joining allowance. So what we'll be imputing now is our dart. Our apex to apex is 8 inches. If you divide it by 2, will give you 4. So I'm adding half an inch to it to get 4.5. So that's what I will use for the dart. So my dart will end 1 inch before the bust line. So my dart will end here. 1 inch. Then here I will take half an inch on both sides. Half an inch. Then I'll connect it to meet this line. These are that, as you can see. So the armhole measurement I'm working with is 16 inches. 16 inches divided by 2 is 8. So I'll go up here by 1 inch. Then I'll shape it out. So now we are going to impute our bust measurement. Our bust measurement is 42. 42 divided by 2 is 10.5. So I'll place it here, 10.5. My round under bust measurement is 35. 35 divided by 2, we have 8.75 here. Plus this 1 inch dart that we are taking here. We'll place it back. These are 1 inch dart. Then plus our 1.5 inches for joining. We'll do the same thing for the bust. Then we'll also place our bust measurement here, which is the same measurement we have here. We'll place it here for the bust. Then we'll connect the lines. So now we'll be cutting the neckline. The neckline will be 4 inches. 4 inches by 6.5. So I'll curve it in. I'll curve the neckline. Half inches for the shoulder joining. Then we'll look for our armhole. The midpoint here is 3.5. Here. We'll go in by half an inch. We'll go in by half an inch here. Then connect it out. Then connect it to meet this line. So I'll be cutting it out. So these are that. I will just notch it to know where to sew. So the next thing I'll be cutting now is the back. So I'll cut the same measurement I have here, but on this armhole line, I will not go in by half an inch. So I'll just reconnect my armhole line Then this is my zipper line. So let me trim this excess, we don't need it. So this is our zipper allowance, as you can see. For the neckline, I'll be using 1 inch here. So I'll connect it to meet this line. My neckline is 1 inch, as you can see. So I'll cut exactly what I have here before I shape the back. So now this is our back. So now let me remove the front. So on this part, I'll go up by 1 inch. I'll go up by 1 inch to shape. I will shape it down. On this part, go in by half an inch, then reshape the zip line. So the next thing I'll do now, I will trim it out like this. So I will place the front to indicate where our dart will be. So this is where our dart will be. So I will notch it out. This is where I will sew my dart. Then for the dart placement, so for the back, I'm using 5.5. That means 1 inch above the bust line. So this is where our back dart will end, like this. We'll sew it like this. Then I'll open up this, then I'll notch my zipper area. So if you're using lining, cut the same thing on your lining. If you're not using lining, then you use your facing to turn it. I'll be cutting my band. I'm adding 2 inches band to the top, to the upper part of the dress. I'm adding 2 inches. So I will not cut exactly 2 inches. I will cut 3 inches because I will use half inches to join the band to the upper part, then half inches to join it to the lower part. So this is my band, my 3 inches band. So my waist measurement is 38 inches. 38 divided by 2, we have 19, but I'll make it 21 because I'll be using 1 inch to join on both sides. So I'll cut 21 inches for the front. I'll also do the same thing for the back. So now we are going to be cutting the flare part of the dress. My waist measurement is 40 divided by 4 is 10. Then the length of the flare is 43 inches. The full length is 60 inches minus the upper part, which is 18 inches. I have 43 inches. So that is the length. So I folded my fabric in a diagonal form, as you can see. Then took out my waist measurement, then the length of the flare. I'm using this particular flare for the back part of the dress. So for the front part of the flare, I just folded my fabric into 2. I did not fold it in the diagonal form, I just folded it into 2. Then took out my waist measurement, which is 10. From that, my waist measurement, I just measured down the full length of the flare. I measured it round. There's a particular part that needed joining, just like 5 inches joining. So I joined that particular part. So I just took the measurement straight down for my waistline. So from the edge of the fabric, I took 6.5 inches. That 6.5 inches gave me my waist circumference, which is 10. From that 10 inches, I just took my measurement straight down, all the way around. Then I cut it out. So this is how I cut the back part of the flare. So I will divide it at the middle, because at the middle I will fix the zip and join the side. So this is the front part of the flare. As you can see, the shape is totally different from the one at the back. So this is how I cut the front part of the flare. So this is the front, and this is the back. So this is the band for the front, and this is the back. So this is the band for the back part. This is the band for the back. I will join the side, join the shoulder, then turn the neckline. I will join my band. So as you can see, I've sewn my dart. This is the dart, and I've attached my band to it. You can see this is the front, and this is the back. This is the zipper side. So the next thing I'll do now is to take my final measurement, then join. So now I'll be joining the top together. So I'll join the sides, both sides together, join the shoulder, then turn the neckline. Then I will attach my flay at the bottom of it. So I'll join the upper part, as you can see, to the flay. You can see how full it is. I'll join it to the flay. So the next I'll be doing now is to fix my zip, then turn the neckline and the armhole. So this is the final look of the dress. As you can see, the front flay, the fullness of the front flay overshadowed that of the back, so you will not really notice that it's cut differently. And for the armhole, I measured my armhole circumference, which is 16 inches, before I join the side. As you can see, I did not use lining for this dress. I only use facing to turn the neckline, use my bias tape to turn the armhole, fix my zip, fold the down part of my flay. So thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.